Out for our future, R&B Car Company is proud to be an American company where we buy smart, so you do save money. Look to the future. Find your next vehicle at rvcarcompany.com.
You're listening to the Warsaw Tiger Radio Network, 99.7 FM, 1480 AM, newsnowwarsaw.com, and the News Now Warsaw app.
Mishawaka puts it in against more full court pressure. They are deep in the backcourt. A whistle and 10 seconds is called. 10 seconds called. Warsaw gets the ball right back. Brooke Winchester's into the game for the Tigers. Brooke did not play in the win on Saturday night against Northridge. She's in there, and Bergen is out. 3.5 minutes left to play in the quarter. Warsaw leads by 10. Stevens dribbling to the right side, throws it to Krebs in the corner. Winchester now back out to Krebs inside Sander with a good post up, turns and shoots, had a block, but there's a whistle and a foul called. And Sanders going to the free throw line to shoot. Emma went at 5'6", guarding Sander down inside. I like that matchup for the late Tigers with an 8-inch height advantage. And Sanders going to shoot 2 shots. And the first one's up, and it's good.
And when Sander got the ball that time in the low post, she did what we have seen her do much of the year. She went to her right, but still shot the ball with her right hand, turning her shoulder way around rather than transferring into her left hand and shooting that little half hook.
Second one for Sander is up and in. Abby let me know that the 1 for 5 that she shot at the free throw line Saturday, with a smile on her face, because that's all she really does is smile, said, it's not good enough for me either, it'll be okay. Because she listens to every broadcast.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be okay with her. That kid works so hard, and she's got such a nice stroke. That was really an anomaly.
Her free throw percentage went down 4 points in that game because missing 4 out of 5, but she's off to a good start here with 6 first quarter points, and Warsaw leads 14-2. Schaefer off the right, shoots, misses, and Sander, nope, I guess not. Ella Martin checked into the game during that stoppage, and she tipped it out of bounds, and Warsaw's got the ball back.
Yeah, Warsaw, they've been moving in transition really, really well, getting some easy looks, but in their half-court offense, they've been doing a nice job as well.
Krebs against half-court trap by Mishawaka. Right corner, down in deep Sander. Nobody around her. She'll fake and shoot and miss that one with the left hand, and the rebound is grabbed by Baumgartner for Mishawaka. Long pass up the near sideline to Wendt. Wendt will drive to the top of the circle, then turn the corner and ran into Sander. Said no thank you and throws it back out to Handley. Handley in on Krebs. Shot it, missed it. May have been blocked. Grabbed by Krebs off the backboard. Krebs up ahead, Winchester, left side. Quickly down inside. The ball's tipped out of bounds at the last second by Handley, who saved what would have been a scoring opportunity for Ava Egoff. Davidovic is back into the game, and we have Martin injured. I think it's her hand. Maybe a shoulder. It's her left shoulder. They're going to need some medical assistance, and Corey Branham will walk from near end to far to lend that assistance. Winchester off a screen, open for 3, good. Brooke Winchester with her 6th three-pointer of the season, and Warsaw leads 17-2.
Yeah, she got her feet set that time and made a nice stroke.
Hanley got bumped at midcourt, and a foul called against Winchester for the Lady Tigers. That's her first, and the first against Warsaw in the game with 1:51 left to play in the quarter. It'll be out of bounds to Mishawaka, coached by Chad Blasco in his second season there, 15-21 under his leadership. Schaefer, pressured by Stevens, high pick and roll, throws it back out for Baumgartner. Now the right side to Handley. Handley out at the top for Davidovic. Near side to Handley. High screen and roll. Again, Warsaw defends it beautifully. Now the pass to the right side almost went out of bounds. Good save there by Schaefer. Schaefer drives in and bumped by Stevens. And it will be out of bounds to the Lady Cavemen, who play their home games in the Cave, a gym that's almost 100 years old. And it is one of the coolest places to view a game from. It's also one of the most difficult places to broadcast from, because you literally are almost right above the sideline. You're in the rafters of the building looking straight down. I had to go to the chiropractor the next day after the game because my back hurt so bad. Shot no good by Handley. Rebound to Egoff. Foul called against Mishawaka. And that'll be against Davidovic, and that's her second with 1:14 left in the opening quarter. Warsaw leading 17-2.
Yeah, and that time Ava Egoff had really nice inside position for the defensive rebound, and she ended up drawing the foul as the Mishawaka player went over her back.
Abby Peterson into the game for the Lady Tigers for Bailey Stevens against the Mishawaka 2-3 zone. Right side Krebs, back out to Peterson. Left side Winchester. Winchester bounces back out to her classmate Peterson around the right side for Krebs. Krebs skips at left corner. Winchester fakes, drives in. Peterson wide open. Three-pointer, nope, air ball. Rebound grab by Baumgartner for Mishawaka. 48 seconds to play opening quarter. Warsaw leads by 15. And in the center circle, Schaefer. Peterson has her locked up. Now Schaefer blows by, drives in, a floater down the baseline, a whistle, offensive foul call. Schaefer ran over Brooke Winchester, and we're headed the other way. Warsaw with a chance for the last day of the quarter with 33.8 left in it.
Yeah, great decision by Winchester that time. She had her feet set. She was in great position. She could have gone up and tried to block the shot. Instead, she held her ground, and she drew the foul.
Peterson across the line. Leans over the dribble in the center circle. Now stands straight up. Lenny Krebs barks out what he wants to do here in the final 18 seconds. Warsaw all spread out. Right side Krebs, 13 seconds. Back to Peterson in the center circle. Now back to the right corner Krebs. Open and shooting for three. No good. Long rebound. Peterson got to it. Saved it in. Winchester down to Sanner, and she puts it in at the buzzer. Abby Peterson never gave up on it, and Sanner scores two from it. After one, Warsaw 19, Mishawaka 2. We'll start quarter number 2 in 60 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Welcome to another exciting year of Tiger basketball. At Rock Hill Pinnock, we enjoy listening to a hard-fought game with excitement and uncertainty at the end. However, uncertainty is exactly the opposite of what you want from a law firm. You want attorneys who know the law, who know how to solve your problem, and can give you the certainty of sound legal advice. That's what we pride ourselves on here at Rock Hill Pinnock. I'm Jay Rigdon, and I'm inviting you to call us at 267-6116 for an appointment to discuss your legal needs. Rock Hill Pinnock, lawyers you can count on.
Bad wreck, oh what you gonna do, oh what you gonna do, call the boys in blue, car stalls won't start, oh what you gonna do, oh what you gonna do, call the boys in blue, I reckon any state, and need the best rates, take the next step, call Records and Net, go with the guys who got the best tools, if you get in a wreck, they'll come and get you, bad wreck, oh what you gonna do, call Records and Net, to come get you.
Remember, when you get in a wreck,
call Records and Net.
News Now Warsaw, WRSW 1480 AM and W259 DJ 99.7 FM, Warsaw, Indiana.
After one, Warsaw leads Mishawaka 19-2.
Yeah, in that first quarter, Mishawaka with 8 turnovers and only 1 of 8 from the field. Warsaw 7 of 16 from the field.
Warsaw comes out in a half-court trap to start quarter number 2. Went is trapped on the far sidelines, and the ball is tipped out of bounds, and Mishawaka will maintain possession. Again, this is what we told you in the pregame show. When Mishawaka struggles, it's with teams that get right up in their face and can be physical with them. And Warsaw is certainly that. Stevens runs in the back of Went and picks up her second personal foul. 20 seconds into our second quarter. That'll be the third against the Lady Tigers. Mishawaka out of bounds on the near sideline at the near end. As we look at it, Krebs comes back in after coming out of the quarter, and Stevens sits down with 2 fouls.
Yeah, that's unusual. Bailey normally doesn't get into foul trouble.
Well, she just took a bad line, right? I mean, we see defensive backs do that in football all the time. And a whistle, and there's going to be a foul called on the Lady Tigers for tripping. Peterson tripped up Schaefer as she was driving to the basket from the left side. I'm glad she didn't hurt herself because she was just about ready to fall on the ball, and she kind of flipped it out from underneath her so she could fall harmlessly to the floor. Mishawaka gets it in. 3-pointer on the way. No good by Madeline Wiley. Rebound. Wiley fights for it. Couldn't get to it. It rolls all the way out beyond the 3-point arc, and finally the whistle sounds. And it'll be a held ball, and the air belongs to Warsaw with 7:23 left to play in our first half, and Warsaw leading Mishawaka 19-2.
Yeah, and that was one of those situations we see so often. Warsaw was in a zone because of the inbounds and nobody blocked out.
Pass through by Peterson, tipped out of bounds by Leah Dawson, who's back into the game for the Lady Cavemen. Winchester to throw it in, bounces it into Krebs in the backcourt. She'll hand off to Peterson, who's being pressured in the backcourt by Schaefer. Peterson across the line, takes it to the left, now back towards the middle, throws it across to Krebs. Krebs drives right, got around one defender, flipped it up underhand, no good. Rebound to Sander, back up and in. Abby's in double figures for the 16th time in 18 games. She's got 10, and Warsaw leads 21-2. And by the way, Sander creeping up on the top 10 in scoring. We'll give you an update on that here shortly. Hanley way out for a three-pointer from 25, missed it, and the rebound is grabbed by Winchester. Peterson down court to Bergen, who caught the ball, got spun around, no foul called, and the ball goes out of bounds off of Bergen. It belongs to the Lady Cavemen.
Yeah, Bergen, nice job hustling down that time, and Peterson let it fly even though she was well covered.
Again, thinking in football terms, probably not open. Now trapped at the timeline, Schaefer, and Schaefer stepped out of bounds. Schaefer tried to get around the double team, and the court's not wide enough for her to do that. Out of bounds to Warsaw. So Abby Sander came into the game with 861 points. 16 away from Lindsay Baker-Urba for the number 10 spot on the all-time Warsaw list. And with Sanders 10 tonight, she now is within 6 of the top 10. Sander out top, left side Bergen, wide open, three-pointer is good. Zoe Bergen with her third three-pointer since Christmas, and Warsaw leads 24-2.
Yeah, Zoe doesn't pull the trigger on those very often, but that was a nice stroke.
Timeout, Mishawaka. This is a 30, Rob, so we're going to keep it here with 5:57 left to play in our first half, and Warsaw leading 24-2.
Yeah, and as we talked about in the pregame, we thought the Tigers would bring a lot of pressure, and they have. And Mishawaka, in that first quarter alone, had 8 turnovers, so they really struggled. They only converted on 1 field goal attempt, so the Tigers did a nice job of getting right up on the ball handler and not allowing them to get any good looks.
Digging down through the records so that we can share some historical perspective with you, and Abby breaks the top 10, because that's a big deal. You think about over 40 years of Lady Tiger basketball, and not just basketball, not just teams, really good teams. Warsaw's had a lot of really good players, and for one Warsaw player to break the top 10 is a pretty big deal. Up the baseline, Wiley dribbled it off. Oh, it hit a Lady Tiger foot, according to the official.
It did not. I had a great view on it. She dribbled it off her own foot, but they gave it back to her.
Well, I've not been totally impressed with this officiating crew that we have had tonight. Three-pointer right side, good. Handley rings the bell from the right wing for Mishawaka, and that is a basket for the Lady Cavemen. And Hanley's got her first 3, and Warsaw leads 24-5. Bergen down inside. Sander with the left hand scores again. She's got 12.
Nice job by Bergen that time, finding Sander wide open down in the low post.
Across the line, Wiley picks up her dribble against Peterson. Throws to the center circle for Hanley. Hanley puts on the floor, dribbling left. Takes it all the way down to the baseline. Forced up a shot from a terrible angle. It's no good. Rebound, though, yanked out of there by Dawson. Out for a three-pointer by Wiley. No good. And the rebound's grabbed by Krebs for the Lady Tigers. And then Caseland dribbled it off her own foot and out of bounds. Caseland got roughed up as she started up the sidelines. It'll be out of bounds to the Lady Cavemen.
Yeah, I almost sense that Mishawaka's tired of getting pushed around, and it's time to get aggressive.
Yeah. Yes, I felt that also. 5 minutes to play first half. Warsaw leads 26-5. Now a drive up the baseline, cut off is Wiley, threw it in the lane. Bad pass, knocked away by Sander, taken away by Egoff, taken back by Dawson. And now Hanley fell down with the ball. She probably got fouled by a Lady Tiger, and Warsaw's got it. Peterson across the line, into the center circle, left-hand dribble. Ella Martin back in the game. She was injured earlier, but she's good to go now. Left corner, Egoff. Back up the sideline, Bergen. Out top, Peterson. Makes a fake, and in the process, she traveled. Let's give you some thoughts here. Lindsay Baker, 887. I think I had said 877, so I was off 10. So with her 12 now, she is at 873. So 13 points away from tying for number 10 all time. Shanna Klein, 938. Kelsey Freds, 959 are who are ahead of her on the all-time scoring list. Out top to Dawson. On the drive to the top, Martin. Now to Baumgartner. Victoria Orr, past the wing, knocked away. Bergen is able to keep it in bounds at midcourt. She kind of kicked it up the sidelines, but was able to control it. Halfway through the second, Warsaw leads 26-5 over Mishawaka. Egoff, right side Peterson. Peterson, out top to Krebs, left side Sainer. Sainer holding shoulder high, throws it out to Bergen. Cuts left into the corner. Peterson open for a long jumper. That's no good. Long rebound came back that way, and it's grabbed by Ella Martin for Mishawaka. Martin drives into Peterson. Picks up her dribble. Throws it out for Wendt. Emma Wendt drives right, cut off. And then the ball is loose, and it's taken away. Dawson had it, lost it. Bergen picked it up. In transition, Peterson. Out top, Egoff. Winchester waits at the scorer's table. Peterson directing a little traffic, throws it out to Krebs. Left side to Egoff. Lobs down to Sainer. Sainer catches, shoots, and scores again. Abby with 14 points, and it's 28-5 Lady Tigers.
Yeah, nice entry pass by Egoff that time. Led Sainer just right down in the low post.
No, out top for Orr at the near end. On the floor on the drive was Wendt, and the ball was tipped out of bounds by Bergen, they say. Winchester into the game for Sainer at 2:38 of the second, with Warsaw in front by 23 already. Well, this was the best case scenario, right? You want to get a big lead, close to this victory. You got another game coming up on the road at Goshen on Saturday, and I don't care how many years Lenny Krebs coaches here at Warsaw, that Warsaw game at Goshen is going to be emotional. Inbounds pass tipped away. Tipped away by Winchester, stolen by Krebs. She'll peel off the right, throw it out to Bergen, across to Winchester. Winchester in the corner, Peterson. Makes a ball fake, drives left, puts it up and in. Abby Peterson hard to the rack up the baseline, and it is 30-5.
And that was a pretty move. She was quick, great body control, and used the glass.
High screen, Schaefer. Dumps it down to Dawson, across to Baumgartner. Well, trying to drive is Wendt. Can't get around anybody. Dawson threw it inside, threw it right to Ava Egoff. I'm glad she was watching. That might have broke her face. Peterson in transition. 2 minutes left to go in the quarter. Now, Egoff, top of the circle. Left side, Winchester. Now back out to Krebs. She'll drive the right. She'll duck down the lane and shoot it underhand. No good. Rebound grab by Dawson. Not sure when shooting underhand became a thing, but it needs to go back into the archives where it came from, because it hasn't worked for us much.
I agree with you totally. I'm not sure why they do that.
Three-pointer went right wing, no good, too long. Rebound grab by Krebs. 1:26 to play first half. Warsaw leading 30-5 over Mishawaka. Winchester left wing. They got Egoff posted up, and Winchester lost the ball before she could get it to her. Schaefer in transition. Right side went. Ball fake and a drive, and she dribbled it off her own foot and out of bounds, and Warsaw's going to get it right back. Sander into the game for Krebs with 1:10 to play in the half. Warsaw by 25.
Yeah, Warsaw's been doing this without their starting point guard on the floor, and Peterson has done a really nice job of running this offense.
She's the future of that position, probably for 3 years. Shot from the left, good, Winchester. About a 17-footer, step inside the arc, Brooke with 5. And Warsaw leads 32-5 with 50 seconds left to play before halftime. Schaefer across the line, dribbles right, Peterson right there with her. Now Schaefer beats her, dribbles in, shoots a 10-footer, shot it about 12 feet. An air ball on the rebound to Winchester for Warsaw. Peterson, long pass down court. Baumgartner tipped at the corner, it's grabbed by Bergen. 30 seconds left to play in the half. Winchester right corner, all the way back to Peterson. Peterson looked up the clock and said, I'm not shooting this, I'm dribbling it out. Mishawaka will stay back in. 3 of their girls, hands on shorts. They look exhausted. Now they're going to try to come and trap Abby Peterson. She gets rid of it to Egoff. 10 seconds. Back to Peterson, right wing Bergen. Into the corner Winchester. Down inside Sander. Put it up and in again. 16 for Sander, and that will do it for the first half. A first half dominated by the home team, who leads at halftime over Mishawaka 34-5. First half scoring comes your way after this timeout on News Now Warsaw.
Lake City Restoration on Argonne Road at Warsaw is there when you need them most. Call 574-385-9111. Whether it's damage from a fire, flood, mold, storm, or biohazard, Lake City Restoration is the solution for your emergency service needs. Call 574-385-9111. That's 385-9111. Online at lcrestore.com or simply Google Lake City Restoration.
When my team goes to work for you, we are original. Professionals with modern, unparalleled marketing and unwavering standards and passion. To us, it's more than just selling someone a house. We move people's lives forward and guide them to a home. Handling the real estate task flawlessly is one thing, but our expertise in people and results is what clients respect about us. I believe that is what makes us successful. I'm Brian Peterson of the Brian Peterson Real Estate Group of Warsaw. You can reach us at brianpetersongroup.com.
Basketball is a game where your team could play man defense, zone defense, motion offense, press. You could focus on shooting threes or scoring in the post. Whatever strategy you use, in order to win the game, your team needs a head coach with an effective game plan. We at Alder for Bergen can help you develop and implement a financial game plan for your family's future.
Let Alder for Bergen be the head coach of your financial planning team. Alder for Bergen and Company, 122 West Market Street, Warsaw, and online at alderforbergen.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC.
Now back to the Lady Tigers on News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM and 1480 AM.
Halftime in the Tiger Den. Warsaw 34, Mishawaka 5. First half scoring for the Lady Cavemen. Jaden Hanley had a three-pointer in the second quarter for 3. Asia Schaefer, their leader, with just 2 points. So Schaefer and Davinovic with just 2 combined points in the first half. They scored 5 total. For Warsaw, Abby Peterson 2, Zoe Bergen 3, Bailey Stevens 2, Brooke Winchester 5. Caitlin Krebs a couple of three-pointers for 6. Abby Sander leads the way for Warsaw. She averages 14. She had 16 in the first half. Warsaw led it 19-2 after one, outscoring Mishawaka 15-3 in the second to make it 34-5. We were never tied. We had no lead changes. Warsaw won the JV game 50-11. Nia Jones finished with 14 points to lead the way for the JV, who post the victory, and that makes them on the season 13-5. Rob will have the halftime stats in just a minute, with Warsaw leading 34-5. Those are brought to you by Alder for Bergen and Company. They are next on News Now Warsaw.
Far too long, America has been turned inside out. Red versus blue, left versus right. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. So what can we all agree on? Saving money, buying smart, looking out for our future. R&B Car Company is proud to be an American company where we buy smart. So you do save money. Look to the future. Find your next vehicle at rbcarcompany.com.
Hello, I'm Jay Rigdon. In basketball, as in life, preparation is key. That's why those of us at Rock Hill Pinnock work so hard. We put in the long hours necessary to help you win your case. We develop our skills through legal education, mediation training, and using the latest technology to fight for you. Our attorneys use their decades of experience to make sure that we're prepared to give you the best outcome possible. If you'd like to talk to us about your legal needs, call 267-6116 for an appointment. Rock Hill Pinnock, lawyers you can count on.
Bad wreck, oh what you gonna do? Oh what you gonna do? Call the boys in blue. Car stalls won't start. Oh what you gonna do? Oh what you gonna do? Call the boys in blue. Wrecking any state and need the best rates. Take the next step, call Riker Jeanette. Go with the guys who got the best tools. If you get in a wreck, they'll come and get you. Bad wreck, oh what you gonna do? Call Riker Jeanette to come get you.
Remember, when you get in a wreck,
call Riker Jeanette.
This is Warsaw's Tiger Station. News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM and 14.
Halftime here in the Tiger Den. Warsaw 34, Mishawaka 5. It's time for the halftime stats, brought to you by Oliver Bergen & Company. Let them be the head coach of your financial planning team. Oliver Bergen & Company, 122 West Market Street in Warsaw, and online at oliverbergen.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC. Go ahead, Bob.
Okay, here we go. In that first half, Mishawaka was 2 of 15 from the field. They were 1 of 6 from three-point range, and they didn't get to the free throw line. The Lady Tigers in that first half ended up 14 of 26 from the field. That's about 54%. They were 4 of 11 from three-point range, and they were 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Mishawaka in the first half had 16 turnovers. Warsaw converted those into 18 points. Warsaw ended up with 6 turnovers. Mishawaka couldn't convert those into any points. Warsaw out-rebounded Mishawaka in the first half, 16-10. Mishawaka pulled down just 1 offensive rebound but couldn't convert that into any points. Warsaw pulled down 4 offensive boards and converted those into 4 points. Points off the bench, Mishawaka didn't get any points from their bench. The Lady Tigers got 7 points from their bench.
I don't know what we can say other than we can say Warsaw came here, they had a mission, which was to win this game and to get a lead early and kind of take the drama out of it, and my goodness, did they do that.
They really did that. They came out very focused, came out with a lot of energy. They started knocking down their shots right off the bat. Caitlin Krebs with a couple of three-pointers, and it was just, go get them right from the start. And that's exactly what we wanted. Get off to a good start and keep the pressure on.
And everybody who played, you can point to and say, this girl played well, this girl played well. Can't think of anybody who walked into the halftime locker room feeling like they got in the game and didn't do something productive.
No, I agree totally, and I love the way that they're seeing the court in the half-court offense. They're finding Abby Sander down low. They're getting the ball to her in the low post because she's open. Oftentimes, from our view up here, we see low post players open, but the folks on the perimeter who have the ball choose to put it up or not dish it down into the low post. Tonight, the Lady Tigers are getting the ball into the low post, and it's fun to watch.
We're hoping that we see a lot of girls here in the second half because Warsaw's going to have this one in the bank. 34-5, Warsaw with the lead. The halftime stats brought to you by Oliver Bergen & Company, 122 West Market Street, Warsaw, and online at oliverbergen.com. We start the third after these messages on News Now Warsaw.
Lake City Restoration on Argonne Road at Warsaw is there when you need them most. Call 574-385-9111. Whether it's damage from a fire, flood, mold, storm, or biohazard, Lake City Restoration is the solution for your emergency service needs. Call 574-385-9111. That's 385-9111. Online at lcrestore.com or simply Google Lake City Restoration.
When my team goes to work for you, we are original. Professionals with modern, unparalleled marketing and unwavering standards and passion. To us, it's more than just selling someone a house. We move people's lives forward and guide them to a home. Handling the real estate task flawlessly is one thing, but our expertise in people and results is what clients respect about us. I believe that is what makes us successful. I'm Brian Peterson of the Brian Peterson Real Estate Group of Warsaw. You can reach us at brianpetersongroup.com.
Basketball is a game where your team could play man defense, zone defense, motion offense, press. You could focus on shooting threes or scoring in the post. Whatever strategy you use, in order to win the game, your team needs a head coach with an effective game plan. We at Alder for Bergen can help you develop and implement a financial game plan for your family's future.
Let Alder for Bergen be the head coach of your financial planning team. Alder for Bergen and Company, 122 West Market Street, Warsaw, and online at alderforbergen.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC.
Find out what's happening in your community on In the Know, Saturday mornings at 7.
Roger and Rob back with you in the Tiger Den, counting down toward the start of the third quarter. Here's what's coming up for the Lady Tigers. Saturday night, they will be at Goshen. The JV game begins at 6:15. We will not be there to broadcast because the boys play Saturday night at Peru. So Jared, Shaw, and I will be down there for that. But we will keep you updated. We are going to get scores, and we'll pass those along to you during the boys' broadcast. Then Tuesday night, because Warsaw hasn't played enough number one teams in 4A this season, they get to play another one as Homestead will come to the Tiger Den to take on the Lady Tigers. They have one loss. They have one of the best players in the state of Indiana and throughout the Midwest in Patterson. So we'll be looking forward to that broadcast here on Tuesday night. That is a 7:10 airtime on News Now Warsaw. And then after that, you have that big day of basketball here between the girls and the boys on that Saturday against Valpo for the boys and Concord for the girls. And then we're into the last week of the regular season. We have a road trip to Elkhart, and that's it, man. The season's over then.
It's amazing how fast it goes.
Well, that's because the season starts in November, and the season's a quarter over by the time we get there. Stevens steals the inbounds pass. So Warsaw's got the ball to start the third. Oh, and then Stevens got run over by Schaefer. Schaefer down to Davidovich. She lost the ball out of bounds. And they're going to say it's out of bounds off of Warsaw. So in 14 seconds, they got 3 calls wrong. Holy cow. On the inbounds, they get it to Dawson in the corner. Now to Handley. Handley will throw it back to Schaefer. Schaefer in between the circles. Warsaw is in a 1-2-2 zone defense. Went back out to Schaefer. Mishawaka taking their time here. This is the longest they've had the ball just about for any one possession. In the corner, Davidovic drives in, shoots into Sander. Sander blocked it. It's out of bounds. It stays Mishawaka ball. Egoff was slow to get up. She got beat off the dribble on the baseline and went down, but she's fine.
Yeah, that looked strange. I was glad that she got up, so I eventually got up.
The official on the near side at the far end wanted to make sure that Warsaw's number 15 was okay, and she is. Went. Dribbles against Bergen out top. Schaefer, left corner, Handley will just turn and shoot it for 3. It's no good. Sainer with the rebound for Warsaw. Outlets to Stevens. Into the deep right corner, pass tipped. Krebs got it anyway. Drives in, muscles it up there, and in, and a foul. Krebs now with 8, a chance for a 3-point play, and there could have been a travel in there too, to be honest.
Yeah, they really could. Really good defense that time by Dawson. When Krebs penetrated, Dawson got a hand or two on the ball. I thought they could have called a jump. They could have called a travel, but they allowed Krebs to come down and put it back up.
Caseland averages 10 a game, and now she has 9 in this game with the 3-point play. 37-5 Warsaw. A minute into our third quarter. Another 3 points to the advantage, and we'll have a running clock for the rest of the game. Schaefer from way out top. That's from the volleyball line. She missed it. Sanders got another rebound for Warsaw. Stevens, left wing for Krebs. Back out to Bailey. Bailey started to put it on the floor. Pressure, got rid of it to Krebs. Krebs bounces inside. Sainer turns and shoots a little 6-footer. That one wouldn't go. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Bergen. It belongs to Mishawaka.
Nice job by Zoe that time, slipping inside of the defender. She had a shot at pulling down that offensive board. It just went off of her leg out of bounds.
Well, I'm not sure she's right, but in her mind, she thought she should have had that one. The smile on her face is like, I should have had that one. It's a pretty good effort just to keep the play alive. Out of bounds to Mishawaka. They head the far away with it. And at the foul line, it's Dawson. Left corner for Davidovic. She had it roll down her leg. It's grabbed by Hanley. She'll lob it out to Wendt. Now for Schaefer. Schaefer against a Warsaw 2-3 zone this trip. Now left side Hanley. She shoots from NBA range. That's no good. And it's out of bounds off of Egoff. And Ava's been on the floor a lot compared to what she normally is here in this game tonight.
Yeah, she really has, and that's unusual. Usually she's the one who's ripping the ball away from people and knocking people down.
Hanley into the corner, Schaefer. She'll shoot for 3. That's no good, but Bergen slipped underneath Schaefer and is going to pick up her first foul, and Schaefer is going to shoot 3 free throws.
Yeah, and obviously that's not a good foul. Zoe was shaking her head. She was questioning the call, but, you know, if you get that close, and you could see the reaction out of Schaefer, it threw her off balance.
Schaefer, a lefty, shooting 3. Well, the first one's up and no good. As a team, they shoot 57% from the free throw line. At Plymouth on Saturday, they were 5 for 15. Schaefer now shoots again. Spins it, dribbles, shoots, and scores. She'll get one more with her team trailing 37-6. 2 minutes into our third quarter. Schaefer, dribble, shoots, misses, Bergen the rebound. So she makes 1 out of 3. And Warsaw has the ball, leading 37-6. Stevens, Egoff above the foul line, threw it inside, threw it right to Davidovic for Mishawaka. Davidovic up the near side, hands back to Schaefer. Wentz over there jumping up and down, wanting somebody to throw her the ball, but nobody saw her because everybody was looking the other way. Hanley in the corner, and we're going to have an illegal screen called against Dawson for Mishawaka. Dawson and Bergen got tangled up, and Leah picks up the foul for Mishawaka, her second.
Yeah, they were setting the screen for the shooter in the corner, and Dawson was moving that time and picked off Bergen.
Kind of hooked her and spun her around a little bit. Now Warsaw with the ball coming back to the near end. Bergen out top Stevens. Mishawaka continues to play zone defense. Hasn't really mattered. Warsaw has picked them apart pretty well. Sainer up the baseline, shoved out of bounds. Foul called. I think Dawson's going to get another one, and that would be her third. And it is. That'll be 3 team fouls now on the Lady Cavemen. Warsaw's been called for 1 in this half. 5:10 to play in the third quarter. Warsaw leads 37-6 over Mishawaka. Stevens to throw it in. She's got the ball. Nobody's moving. And they... timeout called. Timeout Warsaw. This will be a 30. We're going to take this one. 5:10 left to play here in the third quarter. Warsaw 37-6 leaders over Mishawaka. We're back in 30 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
We've seen enough far too long. America has been turned inside out. Red versus blue, left versus right. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. So what can we all agree on? Saving money, buying smart, looking out for our future. R&B Car Company is proud to be an American company where we buy smart. So you do save money. Look to the future. Find your next vehicle at rbcarcompany.com.
Give us 15 minutes, we'll give you the world. This is News Now Warsaw.
Roger and Rob with Steve back at the station. 37-6. Warsaw with the ball in the lead. Stevens down to Sainer, all the way across to Bergen, out top to Krebs. Back to Stevens, wide open for a 21-footer. That's a little bit long, but Bergen tracks it down in the deep right corner. Warsaw gets new life on this possession. Krebs out to Stevens with her heels in the center circle. 4:50 left to play in the third quarter. Warsaw with the ball in a 31-point lead. Now past the foul line. Egoff wide open. Shoots it, missed it. Sander tipped it twice, and it goes out of bounds to Mishawaka.
And they ran their offense perfectly. They got the shot they wanted. They got the 14-footer from the elbow, and they just couldn't knock it down.
I would say 85% of the time so far, Warsaw's run the offense the way they want. Sometimes you run it right and the shot doesn't go in. It's the shot you want, it's the shot you've set up for, and you just don't make it, and there's just nothing wrong with that. Schaefer outside the lane, 15-footer, air ball. Stevens the rebound for the Lady Tigers. No look pass, Krebs left wing. Down to Sander on the block, she's immediately double teamed, back out to Stevens. Stevens runs in, underneath a no-look pass, and Sanders scores again. What a play by Bailey.
Oh, that was fantastic. Bailey penetrated on the right side, had a chance to put the shot up, but realized that Sanders was standing all alone on the other side of the lane and got the ball to her.
Schaefer across the line, left side went. Out top for Baumgartner. Now Davidovic runs into Sander, shoots it, scores, and a foul. You think about the open shots that they've had and missed. That was a tough chance for Davidovic. She puts it off the glass over Sander after being bumped and puts it in, and there's a foul.
Yeah, great effort on her part. Challenged Sander that time, initiated the body contact, and still got the ball up off the glass and into the hole.
Sanders first, Warsaw second of the second half. Egoff out, Winchester in. And Davidovic at the free throw line for the three-point play for her first points of this game. Free throw up and good. So she makes it 39-9, Lady Tigers. And Mishawaka coming with full court aggressive pressure. Bergen lobs down the court. Krebs will get to it. At the three-point arc, Sander back out to Stevens. Lenny Krebs is saying slow it down. The bench was ready for her to shoot a three-pointer. Winchester left wing. Foul line to Bergen, right side Krebs. She shoots a contested three and hits it. Caseland in double figures now with 12, her third three-pointer, her 43rd of the year, her 139th of her career, and Warsaw leads 42-9.
Yeah, that was all about the rhythm. She saw the ball coming. She was able to set her feet, start moving towards the basket when she caught it and shot it in a nice rhythm.
Madeline Wiley's into the game for Mishawaka. She got it at the top of the circle. Left side for Went, back to Wiley. Now to Handley. In the corner Went. Oh, she was out of bounds. The whistle was slow, but it was correct. She caught the ball, and as she was backing up, stepped on the sidelines. Out of bounds to Warsaw. Bergen comes out. Peterson back in for the home team. 2:55 left third quarter. Warsaw by 33. If we get to 35 in the differential, then we have a running clock for everything but timeouts, the end of the quarter break, and injuries. Stevens, top of go move, hard to the basket, puts it up and in. Bailey with 4, and it's 44-9.
Yeah, that's as coast to coast as you can get. She got the ball in the backcourt against the press, and she went the full distance and put it in the hole.
And you notice, it's 35 now, so the mercy rule is in effect. The difference between that shot and some that we've seen her take the last couple weeks is Wentz shoots from the elbow. It's no good. Rebound grab by Sander for the Lady Tigers. She took that one more dribble to get to the basket. She's been shooting those running 7-footers. That one was perfectly done. Out top Peterson, right side Stevens. Stevens directing traffic. Dribbles it out to the center line. 2 minutes left to go in the quarter. Both teams have subs waiting at the scorer's table. Krebs out to Stevens. Back to Krebs. Open and shooting from 22. Air ball. Peterson on the rebound. Back out to Stevens. Stevens will walk it out. Throw it back to Peterson. Down the baseline, Sander out to Stevens. Stevens threw a close pass to Winchester. Corner Peterson for 3. A whistle and an illegal screen called against Abby Peterson. Abby with her seconds. You see that?
I did not see that.
Okay.
Against Abby Sander?
Yes.
Against Abby Sander, yeah. Abby was down in the low post, and I thought she was far enough away from Peterson she didn't need to set a screen, but I did not see that.
Layla Knepp into the game for Warsaw. Caseland Krebs is out with 1:15 left to go in the third quarter. Layla got to play quite a bit in the JV game. She may only have 2 quarters left. Pass inside, good catch by Davidovic. She backs up and scores. She didn't score for 2.5 quarters. She now has 5, and with a minute to go in the third, Warsaw leads 44-11. No matter what the score becomes now, we play with a running clock, and then Stevens throws a pass that almost went out the back door of the gym. That was so high and hard, there was no chance for anybody to catch that.
Yeah, that ended up in the student section. She tried to get it to Sander down in the low post. She knew it as soon as she threw it. She threw it from almost half court.
Sander is out. Egoff back in. 33 seconds. Again, the clock is still running. And it won't stop now until we get to the quarter break. Left side for Ella Martin for Mishawaka. Bounces back to Wiley. Wiley back for Martin. Martin down in deep. Davidovic backs the baseline. Falls, fires, scores. Kasha Davidovic's got 7 all this quarter, and it's 44-13. 8 seconds left to play in the quarter. Stevens dribbles left. Now to Knapp with 3 seconds. Back to Stevens. She'll dribble in, find Winchester. He turns and shoots it at the buzzer. It is no good. Through 3, Warsaw 44, Mishawaka 13. We start the 4th in 60 on News Now Warsaw.
Hello, I'm Jay Rigdon. In basketball, as in life, preparation is key. That's why those of us at Rock Hill Pinnock work so hard. We put in the long hours necessary to help you win your case. We develop our skills through legal education, mediation training, and using the latest technology to fight for you. Our attorneys use their decades of experience to make sure that we're prepared to give you the best outcome possible. If you'd like to talk to us about your legal needs, call 267-6116 for an appointment. Rock Hill Pinnock, lawyers you can count on.
Bad wreck, oh what you gonna do, oh what you gonna do, call the boys in blue, car stalls won't start, oh what you gonna do, oh what you gonna do, call the boys in blue, wrecking in these states, and need the best rates, take the next step, call Records and Net, go with the guys who got the best tools, if you get in a wreck, they'll come and get you, bad wreck, oh what you gonna do, call Records and Net to come get you.
Remember, when you get in a wreck,
call Records and Net.
Listen to the Tigers anywhere in the world at newsnowwarsaw.com.
After 3, Warsaw leads Mishawaka 44-13.
Yeah, statistically, that was a fairly close quarter. Mishawaka was 3 of 8 from the field and only had 2 turnovers. Warsaw had 3 turnovers that quarter, and they were 4 of 9 from the field.
And the 5 out there now for Lenny Krebs. Abby Peterson, Layla Knapp, Abby Taylor, who throws a pass inside to Morgan Nichols, who got fouled, and Brooke Winchester. So the starters, well, I'll just say it, hopefully the starters' night's done. And free throws coming up here for Morgan Nichols, and this is not where Morgan wants to be. She's 2 of 11 at the free throw line this season. Maybe tonight will be different. First one's up there. It is good. Atta girl.
That was a good-looking stroke, too.
Mm-hmm. Her first point since the Wawasee game back before Christmas time. And now the 5'10 senior will shoot it up there again. It is off the back of the rim, hit the rim twice, it wouldn't go in, and Martin's got the rebound for Mishawaka. Up the far sideline, guarded by Taylor, steps back for 3, way short. Rebound grab by Taylor, and then Martin knocked it free, but it's picked up by Warsaw. Knapp across to Peterson. Peterson across the line, double team, lobs to Winchester, down and deep to Taylor, who got free and scores. Abby Taylor now with 17 points in the season, 2 tonight, it's 47-13.
Yeah, nice assist by Winchester that time, saw Taylor down in the low post, got her the ball right away.
And right side for Wiley. High pick and roll, down inside, there's Davidovic again, and she scores. Cash has had a pretty good second half, or a pretty good last 5 minutes. 47-15, Warsaw with the lead. Again, we're under a running clock, the mercy rule in effect. It doesn't matter what the score is. If it gets to 35, then the mercy rule stays. Peterson lobs it, taken away. Stolen by Wiley. Wiley driving in from the left, shoots it high off the glass, no good. Rebound fought for, there's Davidovic again. Shot it up, missed it, got her own rebound, put it back up, no good. Rebound grabbed by Peterson for Warsaw. Peterson across the line. Crosses over, dribbles left, throws it out to Knapp. Knapp at the foul line, Taylor. She'll square up, throw it out to Nichols. Right side to Winchester. Winchester, one dribbling out to Peterson. Peterson to the left elbow. Double team, throws it out to Knapp. Layla on the drive out to Winchester. Sees some space. Puts on the floor, had her shot blocked underneath. It's out of bounds off of Baumgartner for Mishawaka. And Warsaw keeps the possession with 5:50 clock running, fourth quarter.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see how well this group that's in there for Warsaw runs their offense. You know, at this point, you want to see these girls making good decisions out there on the court and running their offense well.
Peterson in the corner, Winchester. Back to the corner for Peterson and back out to Brooke Winchester. Now to Peterson. Dumps it down inside to Nichols. She'll back in and score. Nichols with 3 for the Lady Tigers tonight. And it's 49-15. Warsaw with 5:18 left to go.
Yeah, nice job by Peterson that time. She gave her a second look down low to Nichols and allowed Nichols to get that good position down there.
Wiley backdoor cut in the basket. Martin got shoved out of there, and we'll have a whistle and a help ball in the air, but stays with Mishawaka. Ella Martin, who probably weighs, 85 pounds, maybe 90?
Yeah, I think that's pretty accurate.
Ran into, I think it was Abby Taylor, and that's just not going to be fair at any point. Hanley to throw it in, baseline right. Gets it in the corner to Dawson. Dawson around to Martin, left side for Hanley. Hanley drives, shoots, missed it. Winchester has the rebound for Warsaw. Quick outlet, Peterson. Peterson in a hurry. Martin puts the shoulder to her. Peterson, left-hand drive for two. Abby with a little runner in the lane, shooting it left-handed, working from right to left to make it 51-15.
That's highlight material right there. That was impressive.
Hanley, worked on by Winchester. Off a high screen, threw it inside. Taylor knocked it free, taken away by Winchester. Halfway through the fourth, Warsaw leads 51-15. Nep out to Peterson to Taylor, around to Winchester. Winchester at the top net, wide open, 20-footer, illegal screen called. That's too bad. Layla drilled that one right in the heart of the basket, but it will not count. And Taylor's going to get the foul for an illegal screen. And that's 2 games in a row. Warsaw's had some illegal screens, not just this officiating crew. Winchester's going to come out. Peterson out. Delaney, Villama, and Viv Zambrano into the game for Warsaw with 3:24 to go. Clock still running. We're under the mercy rule. 3:20 left to play here in the game with Warsaw leading 51-15. Hanley, left wing to Schaefer, who's been almost completely shut down. One made free throw, 1 field goal, 3 total points. Hanley, three-pointer blocked by Nep, grabbed by Zambrano. In transition, Villama. On the near side to Nep. They look inside, they throw it down to Nichols in the block. She'll fake, she got tied up, and Dawson just took the ball away. Hanley's got it from Mishawaka, 2:40 left. Stay tuned after the game, final scoring, final stats for our varsity contest tonight. And we'll recap the JV game as well. There's the back. They ran push down against the Lady Tigers. We've now seen that twice in 2 days, and we haven't seen it twice all season. And a foul called against Taylor. That's her second.
Yeah, good for them for executing it well also. They
did a good job.
They did a very nice job. They got the back door cut open. They got her the ball, and she got fouled.
Schaefer was the receiver, shoots 2. First one's no good. I got a couple new kids coming into the game. This is Aaron George, a 5'8 sophomore. Allison Gillius, a 5'7 senior. Schaefer shoots again. She's 1 out of 4 at the line here in the contest. Second one is up. That's no good. Nichols the rebound for Warsaw. In transition, Villama. JV1 tonight, 50-11. Nep up the baseline, no space to go. Swinging around to the right side for Zambrano. Down to Taylor on the block. Shot off the bottom of the backboard, no good. Foul called on Aaron George for Mishawaka.
Good execution again by the group that's out there on the floor. They're getting in the right place. The passes are coming from the right spot. They're getting it down into the post.
I don't want to break this down too much or overthink it. Have we seen Abby Taylor in the post when she's been in the game?
No, but I love it.
Doesn't look bad, does it?
Doesn't look bad. She's got some nice moves down there.
Taylor makes the first free throw. She has 3 points. Abby's season high was 5. That's all the way back against Manchester back in the first week of the season. Taylor's got both.
Yeah, Abby Taylor in the low post, I like it. Her big strength is shooting the ball. She's got a great outside shot, but with her size, she can go down into the low post and be effective.
Taylor with 4. She makes both free throws. Schaefer top of the circle. Now to George. Now to Wendt. To Gillius. Lobs inside. Taylor saw that coming and stole it. Down to 1:20 left to play in the game. Warsaw leads 53-15. They dump it inside to Nichols. She bobbles it, kicks it across to an open net for a three-pointer. It is no good. Tipped to the baseline and out of bounds. It'll belong to Mishawaka.
Yeah, this group is doing a really nice job moving the ball, getting open shots, and defensively they're anticipating and getting some nice steals.
Mishawaka ball, clock running down to 55 seconds left. Backdoor cut, caught by Wendt. At the foul line, George had trouble hanging on to it, and we're going to have a foul called against the Lady Tigers. Clock still running, it's at 40 seconds. Taylor is getting her money's worth. She got 5 fouls, she's going to give as many as she can. 30 seconds left, that's Abby's third. 6 against Warsaw, out of bounds. They threw it inside, ball knocked away, and Knepp took it away, and look out. Held ball, air belongs to Warsaw. The Lady Tigers will put it in play, and clock will run out. 10 seconds to go. Lenny Krebs says, Delaney bring it across the line, and then just pick it up. And that's what she's going to do, and Warsaw wins the game tonight by a final score of 53-15. The Lady Tigers are now 13-5. They are 5-0 in the NLC. Post-game coverage begins after this 90-second break on News Now Warsaw.
Well, it's a game where your team could play man defense, zone defense, motion offense, press. You could focus on shooting threes or scoring in the post. Whatever strategy you use, in order to win the game, your team needs a head coach with an effective game plan. We at Alder for Bergen can help you develop and implement a financial game plan for your family.